Just continue to serve the true and living God. Let's go a little further now. Let's go look at how this marriage takes place. Let's go to Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy 22. Deuteronomy 22. Because that is what it's all about, sisters and brothers, serving the true and living God. You just make sure you're doing right. Don't worry about nobody else. You can't save nobody but yourself. Nobody but yourself. Deuteronomy 22, and we're going to pick it up at verse 23. 22 and 23. 22 and 23. 22 and 23. You there, brother? Go ahead and read.
If a damsel that is a virgin be betrothed unto a husband, and a man find her in the city, and lie with her.
Now, betroth simply means it is a promise or a pledge or agreement that you're promising that you're going to marry this individual. That is what you're just making a pledge. Y'all haven't consecrated. Y'all haven't did anything. But you know, you done told the woman, you're going to be my wife, and she done told her, you're going to be my husband. So it's just that y'all done gave a verbal agreement or a written agreement that y'all was going to get married. Go ahead and read.
Then ye shall bring them both out unto the gate of that city, and ye shall stone them with stones, that they...
Pick it back up at 23, brother.
Yeah.
Get that knot out your tongue.
Yes, sir.
Come on. Go ahead and read.
If a damsel that is a virgin be betrothed unto an husband.
Because she's betrothed to us, she done made an agreement that she going to get married. Go ahead and read.
And a man find her in the city and lie with her.
Now you got this man. He found her and he lied with her. Go ahead and read.
Then ye shall bring them both out unto the gate of that city, and ye shall stone them with stones that they die. The damsel, because she cried not, being in the city, and the man, because he hath humbled his neighbor's wife.
So even though they had not laid together, she was considered his wife. Right. It was a verbal agreement. You know, if they make that verbal, during the time of that verbal agreement, they ain't laid with each other or nothing, you know, then if they decide to say, you know what, this ain't a good idea, maybe we shouldn't get married, they could break it off. It's what you call nowadays an engagement. But most times, these engagements nowadays, they don't wait. They get right straight to the party. Yeah. Keep reading.
So thou shalt put away evil from among you.
Because that was evil. Go ahead and read.
But if a man find a betrothed damsel in the field, and the man force her and lie with her, then the man only that lay with her shall die.
Because he done raped her. Right. He done raped her. Go ahead and read.
But unto the damsel thou shalt do nothing. There is in the damsel no sin worthy of death.
She ain't did nothing wrong. This brother done got up on her and took what he wanted. Why should she die? Right. This the brother just done raped. Go ahead and read.
For as when a man rises against his neighbor and slayeth him, even so is this matter.
Go ahead.
For he found her in the field, and the betrothed damsel cried, and there was none to save her.
So that is one form of way that you can get married, by making a verbal agreement. You know, promising that you're going to, and it's what you call, let's look at it. Let's look at Mary and Joseph. Let's go to Matthew, the 1st chapter. You know, because that betrothal is just a pledge or agreement promising each other that y'all going to get married. Matthew 1. Matthew 1. And we're going to pick it up at verse 18. Matthew 1 and verse 18. We're going to look at the birth of Jesus. Matthew 1 and 18. Matthew 1 and 18. When you get there, Samson, go ahead and read.
Now the birth of Jesus Christ was on this wise, when as his mother Mary was espoused to Joseph.
Or we could say his mother Mary was betrothed to Joseph. Go ahead and read.
Before they came together.
Before they came, they hadn't laid together, but they was betrothed. They had made an agreement or a promise that they was going to marry one another. Go ahead and read.
She was found with child of the Holy Ghost. Then Joseph, her husband, being a just man, and not willing to make her a public example, was minded to put her away privately.
So if she wasn't his wife, he didn't have no reason to put her away. And this brother truly must have loved his sister. Because you know most brothers, woman, you done went and committed adultery on me. He called all the elders, and he would have stoned her right away. But he loved this woman. He was going to put her away privately. You know, you done got married. I don't know what you done did. But, hey, I don't know when you did it. I've been here all the time with you. But, hey, I can't hide this. I'm going to put you away private. Go do what you got to do. But then the Lord going to intervene. Go ahead and read.
But while he thought on these things, behold, the angel of the Lord appeared unto him in a dream, saying, Joseph, thou son of David, fear not to take unto thee Mary thy wife, for that which is conceived in her is of the Holy Ghost.
I bet you hear a sigh of relief then. Oh, man, I knew I thought I had a good one. Oh, what's in her? She's real good. She got a child of the Holy Ghost. Amen. Check out what this child going to do. Go ahead and read.
And she shall bring forth a son, and thou shalt call his name Jesus, for he shall save his people from their sins.
And I guess that really did pacify him then. He felt much better. Because he loved that woman. He found out he thought she did it wrong. Let's go a little further. But that is betrothal. Let's look at it a little again. Let's go to Deuteronomy 22nd chapter. Because, you have to consecrate the marriage. This is what really puts you in marriage right here. Deuteronomy 22 and 28. 22 and 28. You ready, brother? Go ahead and read.
If a man find a damsel that is a virgin, which is not betrothed,
just a single sister that ain't been touched by man, go ahead and read.
And lay hold on her, and lie with her, and they be found, then the man that lay with her shall give unto the damsel's father 50 shekels of silver.
First thing that had to happen, if you caught somebody laying with your daughter, first thing he had to do is pay dad off. Because dad going to kill him. Where you come from, man? You're going to have to pay me. The Lord knew how to do it. You pay him off first. Go ahead and read.
And she shall be his wife.
And she going to be your wife too, though. You pay dad off, and then you take out my house. What we doing? You're going to pay me. Go ahead and finish reading that.
Because he hath humbled her, he may not put her away all his days.
In other words, when he came into that woman, she became his wife. And that is how, because when you lay with a person, sisters and brothers, you're supposed to have every intent on marrying that individual. That is how the Lord had it set up. You have put the agreement in your mind that, hey, we going to get married. That is why that betrothal is there. Y'all work, y'all work those things out. You see some things you don't like about her, and you see some things you don't like about him, and y'all see y'all can't live together, then y'all don't lie with each other. Y'all break it off. Ain't no harm been done. Y'all done came to the agreement where we shouldn't do this. Because you got to get to know an individual first. Right. But that is what the problem is now. Brothers and sisters get to know each other physically before they get to know each other spiritually. Because if you don't do it like that, then you're going to have a problem. Let's give you some example here. Let's go to Genesis, to the 29th chapter. Genesis 29. Genesis 29. That's real important, sisters and brothers. That's why we try to address the people and let them know, hey, if you're talking about getting involved with somebody, and you single, hey, get to know the individual first, whether it be male or female. Get to know the individual first, so you won't have no surprises. Because some surprises is something else. Genesis 29 and 15. Now here in Genesis, the 29th chapter, Isaac did not want Jacob to marry any woman of the Canaanites. So what they did is, him and Rebekah decided to send Jacob to her brother's house, Laban. So he went into the land where Laban and them was at, and then he found Rachel. And we're going to go from there, though.